Cake on the mic, cake on the mic. Cake on the mic, cake on the mic. People, this the intro.
Talk bad about my team, you must be a clown. This is Keek on the mic, so you know you better bear down. Bear down. Bear down.
Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Like always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you also follow me on all my social media platforms to stay connected with all Keek on the Mic news. So, Bears fans, I'm coming on here today on Keek on the Mic to share something that I saw over social media this past couple of days. I'll be quite honest with you guys. I'm not even sure why I'm giving this man the time of day on this platform. I just wanted to come on here because I actually think it's kind of funny. I want to hear your guys' opinions and takes on this. But let's talk a little bit about Colin Cowherd. I think you guys know who this guy is. Colin Cowherd has some of the worst takes I think we've ever seen in sports in general. But about 3 weeks ago, on his show, Colin Cowherd was basically going through each division, each team, and predicting each team's record for the 2023 NFL season and basically giving a division winner. So 3 weeks ago, he said this about the Chicago Bears. Bears, 6 to 7 wins, whatever, Cowherd said in mid-June after slating the Bears would be last in the NFC North. But once again, that was Colin Cowherd's prediction for the Chicago Bears just 3 weeks ago. He predicted the Bears would only win 6 to 7 games and that the Chicago Bears will be last in the NFC North. And there's been many times of him basically saying that Justin Fields is not even an average quarterback in the NFL. Basically in so many words that Justin Fields sucks. This is the words that comes out of his mouth on a multiple daily basis on his show. But then on Thursday, on the same exact show, 3 weeks later, from the previous statement that he stated the Chicago Bears will only win 6 to 7 games and be last in the NFC North, he had this to say. He said, "I'm very interested," in referring to the Chicago Bears. Minnesota shouldn't be as good. Green Bay won't be as good. Detroit will be better. This should be a playoff team. He's referring to the Chicago Bears, stating that they should be a playoff team. But Colin Cowherd, I swear that 3 weeks ago, you just said that the Bears would be a 6 to 7 win team. Justin Fields is not even an average quarterback, and that the Chicago Bears will be last in the NFC North. So my question to you, man, is what changed from 3 weeks ago? But before I go any further, I'm going to show you the exact words that Colin Cowherd had to say on his show in regards to the Chicago Bears. Check this out, Bears fans.
I think an interesting team that has a decision to make is the Chicago Bears. I think it's very interesting. And so, you know, when a team is trying to figure out if their quarterback is the guy, they always blame people. It should be noted, Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert, behind atrocious offensive lines, were great really quickly. And the Bears' O-line last year was middle of the pack. Sorry, it wasn't atrocious. So 2 years in with Justin Fields, he's completing 59% of his throws, almost as many picks as touchdowns, and a bad passer rating. He's a bad quarterback. He's also 1-8 in division. The O-line is not a disaster. They've hit on a couple of the young ones. The tight end group, wide receiver group now, 4 really good players. I won't count Chase Claypool. Mooney, DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, Robert Tonyan, very productive, good players. No more excuses. Backs are more than serviceable. But here's the tricky part, and I watched this with Cam Newton a little bit, is that Cam was a highlight guy and a YouTube guy, but struggled on basic stuff. And it's easy. The fans and the media fall for sensational. And what it becomes is like a bad action movie, 2 hours, 3 really good scenes surrounded by crap. Nothing against Cam. Cam could not complete enough passes. Never had back-to-back winning seasons. But people fell for the spectacular. And let me give you 3 quarterbacks who had a lot of spectacular and struggled completing passes and all turned the corner. Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, and Lamar Jackson. They were highlight quarterbacks, YouTube guys. And then by year 2, year 3, they became accurate, throwers of the football. Cam never did. Cam never did. Go look, 57, 58, 59. It matters. And by the way, Jalen Hurts does not sacrifice any of the spectacular. Either does Lamar, and either does Josh. But if you go back and look at Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, by the way, in his last 3 years, completes 65% of his passes. That's the league average. Jalen Hurts, 66.5%, above the league average. Again, when you're spectacular athletically, Josh Allen hurts Lamar. I'm not asking you to complete 69%. You got to get to the league average. Average. And then if you can add the spectacular, then you're a star franchise guy. Lamar Jackson was a highlight guy. Year one, 58%. Last 4 years, 64% and spectacular. So I think Justin Fields very interesting. We got 2 years. I watch guys with worse O-lines perform at a higher level. Luke Getsy, more than capable as an OC. 2 very productive tight ends now. DJ Moore, Mooney, nice wide receiver tandem. I won't count the inconsistent and possibly regressing Chase Claypool. Won't even count him, though I think he's a capable 3. Big, strong, capable 3 out of Notre Dame. But it's the league average is 65%. Right now, Justin Fields is not close. And by the way, I'm not against spectacular athlete guy. Josh Allen, Jalen, Lamar, they've all become excellent franchise guys, all top 6 or 7 in the league. But they moved from spectacular to also league average, just getting the ball completed. That ends up being about 6 passes that hit the grass, hit the dirt. You gotta, no more excuses. So I'm very interested. Minnesota shouldn't be as good. Green Bay won't be as good. Detroit will be better. This should be a playoff team. They are more than capable. Yes, the defense isn't great. Not a lot of great defenses in the NFL. San Francisco's is, and the Chiefs and the Eagles could go up and down the field on it. I mean, in the end, got to win on the offensive side of the ball. You don't, hey, Buffalo's had a great defense. They're regressing. Kansas City played 9 rookies. They won the Super Bowl.
I don't know about you, Bears fans, but now I am really confused because once again, 3 weeks ago, just 3 weeks ago, that's less than a month, Colin Cowherd stated that the Chicago Bears are a 6-7 win team and will be last in the NFC North. But now he's trying to make an example, saying no more excuses for Justin Fields and the Bears. This should be a playoff team. I have a feeling that Colin Cowherd forgot what he just said about the Chicago Bears, and this is one of the many reasons why Colin Cowherd is not a reliable source in terms of talking about any sports team, not just the Chicago Bears, but any sports team. He, to me personally, has some of the worst takes. And there's many guys on certain platforms that have bad takes. I know I talk a lot about LaShawn McCoy being very terrible in his takes. Colin Cowherd and LaShawn McCoy are kind of in the same area for me in terms of guys that just are straight comedy to me. These guys don't make sense. These guys will say one thing one day, and then the next day they'll come on trying to praise the same thing they were talking bad about just a couple of days ago, right? So most of the time, these guys, or at least all the time, these guys give absolutely terrible takes. But this one, to me, takes the cake, because I think Colin Cowherd truly forgot what he just said about the Chicago Bears 3 weeks ago. Once again, 6-7 wins, last place in the NFC North. Now he's saying that the Chicago Bears should have no problem being a playoff team as soon as this year. So Bears fans, Colin Cowherd is just all over the place. And once again, I'm not even sure why I'm giving this man the time of day. I've brought up Colin Cowherd on this podcast before, but I just wanted to bring this up, to bring this to your guys' attention, and to just get your opinion on what Colin Cowherd had to say on the Chicago Bears. So Bears fans, before I let you guys go, let me ask you guys this. Do you agree with Colin Cowherd that the Chicago Bears can actually be a playoff team as soon as this year? And what is your initial reaction to Colin Cowherd basically switching up his stance on the Chicago Bears, going from a 6-7 win team and being last place in the NFC North and now saying that they should be a playoff team as soon as this year. Let me know down below in the comment section. Before I let you guys go, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of Geek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, be back for all new Bears podcasts right here on Geek on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and bear down.
You've been listening to Geek on the Mic, a podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Thanks, guys, and bear down.